All right, everybody, it looks like it's time to get started. Thank you so much for everybody that is tuning in to our live award ceremony for Art 6 Feet Apart. We're just going to go over a couple things to make sure you guys gonna know how the agenda is going to go today. We are so happy that this event is brought to you by SISD, Socorro ISD, and the Fine Arts Department there. It is also sponsored by Green Hope Project, which is a local nonprofit. But just so you kind of know what to expect today, we'll tell you a little bit more about SISD and all the amazing things that they are doing right now, the Fine Arts Department included. We'll tell you a little bit more about Green Hope Project. There are going to be some opportunities for you to win some giveaways. And so the way you do that is there's subscriptions and surveys that you could take. We will get into that as we go on. We do have a great deal of upcoming events that you may be interested in, so we'll give you a little taste of that. We also have the award ceremony, which is the moment everybody is waiting for. We'll have the employee, parent, high school, middle school, and elementary categories. We will also announce after the award ceremony the top 100, so you know which pieces are going to go up at the SISD DSC offices. At the very end, make sure you tune in. Do not leave, because that's when we will announce the giveaway winners. So please stick around. First off, I would like to welcome the Socorro ISD Fine Arts Department and recognize them and thank them. I am the Assistant Director of the Fine Arts Department in SISD. We also have Janet Lynch, who is the Instrumental Music Specialist. We have Margie Monge, who is the Administrative Specialist, Vanessa Salazar, who is an administrative specialist as well. And we are so lucky to actually have Macca Jones, our visual arts specialist, and Armando Martinez, our director for the Fine Arts Department with us. Without these individuals, none of what we do would be possible. So what I want to do is turn it over to Macca to kind of say a couple words, and then we'll follow that up with Armando.
Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to be a part of this event. It was something that we thought about to try to uplift the spirits of everyone in the community because of what was going on with COVID. So thank you once again, and I think this was a fantastic contest.
Thank you so much, Macca. And now to Mr. Martinez.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Armando Martinez, Director of Fine Arts for the Fine Arts Department here in Socorro. And first and foremost, we'd like to thank Green Hope Project for partnership in this event and sponsoring this event. Without them, we could not have made this happen. So thank you to all of you all for making this happen. We'd like to thank Dr. Jose Espinosa for joining us today and all his continued support of the Fine Arts Department and all the things that we do. And of course, a great big thank you to the Board of Trustees of Socorro for thanking them for all their support and allowing us to do the things that we do and provide the services to all our students of Socorro. So thank you, Board of Trustees and Dr. Espinosa. You know, before we begin, we're here to celebrate you all. We're here to celebrate your amazing work, your talent, and all the great things that are happening in Socorro. At this time, you know, we normally do our district art show, and unfortunately, we're not able to do it this year because of the circumstances. So as a department, we kind of sat down and brainstormed and said, what can we do? We cannot sit down and do nothing. It's important that we celebrate our kids, our talent, and we thought, well, what kind of contest can we host? Students don't have, you know, art supplies at home, not the same that they're accessible to at the school. So we said, what better than let's take photos. Everyone has a camera, and let's take advantage of this and let's document this time that we're all going through. These are unprecedented times, you know, that we're living through. And it's important that we document it. How, you know, what are we living through? What are you going through at home? You know, it's personal. It's a community issue. It's a, you know, it's a nationwide issue. It's a world pandemic. And it's important to us to document the struggles, you know. So, you know, getting all your entries, we were so excited and amazed by the talent. And again, just the emotion captured in what you guys were able to provide. You captured the silliness of living at home, of being stuck at home, you know, the struggles, you know, and the emotion of what it's like living under these circumstances. So again, we thank you for sharing this with us. For sharing the personal aspect of life in this new world that we're living in right now. So again, thank you. And we're very blessed that the top 100 we are going to showcase at the DSC and frame it and hang it just like we do our contest. So that way we don't forget that we showcase this and we document our time during this time. So we appreciate you sharing it with us, and we congratulate you, all the winners, and we thank you for everything that you were able to do and share with us. So before we get on to the awards, we wanted to share just a couple of the wonderful things that are going on in Socorro and Team SISD, and the wonderful things that we're doing in our fine arts department. So take a look, thank you, congratulations, and have a wonderful summer.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what can gather. Your fever dream, can't you see getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall, it's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And again, to all the fine arts teachers who make these events happen, and to the students that we celebrate in fine arts and across the entire district, thank you. So moving on, we also would like to take a moment to acknowledge Green Hope Project. So Green Hope Project is a nonprofit that's promotes and supports art, education, and environmentalism. And so we have a couple of the board members who are actually here with us today. And their involvement in this is that they have sponsored this event. And so the prizes are a direct result of their generosity. I am actually the president of Green Hope Project, but there's no way I could even function with this nonprofit without these other individuals that are mentioned here. Zulema Macias, Darlene Aguirre, and Veronica Carvajal. We actually do have two of them here right now. We have Zulema Macias and Darlene. I'm going to turn it over to Zulema to say a couple words.
Zulema Macias, and I'm the Vice President of Green Hope Project. I am also doing some of the tech here, but I'm mostly graphic designer. I am just so honored to be part of this project and part of this event. I am so honored to see the talent that is coming out of all of you all, and all the works that have been produced by this event is awesome. And I also want to say thank you, all of you, for being here today and for being part of this project. With that much, I want to pass it on to another board member, which is Ms. Darlene, our secretary.
My name is Darlene Aguirre. Like I said earlier, I'm an educator. I'm a board member and a secretary. I'm really excited to be here. One of the things that is really great about being part of, at Green Hope is that we incorporate education, creativity of arts, and of course, anything related to what's good for kids, okay? One of the things I wanna say is that I'm not an artist by nature, okay? So when I see y'all's art, I'm like the first one to start crying because it just takes me there. So I just wanna thank you guys for sharing that with us and making all this possible. Because again, if it wasn't for your creative souls, we wouldn't have anything to do.
Thank you so much, Zulema and Darlene. Again, we appreciate you, and we know that putting this event together is a lot of work, and everything that you put into it was done with love, so thank you. Moving on, just to give you a little taste of what Green Hope Project does, we have a minute video to show you, just a snapshot of what we do. And I'm gonna go ahead and let Zulema play that video for you. Thank you so much, Zulema. So like I said, we really focus on art, education, and environmentalism. And so supporting this event falls into that category of art. And so thank you so much to Green Hope Project again. So just to kind of fill you guys in about how you could potentially win some of the giveaways that we're going to give out today. On the website, the one that you went to get to this award ceremony, greenhopeproject.org. At the very top on the left-hand side, you can follow us on any of the social media that we have, and you can also sign up for our newsletter. So we've got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And what we're going to do today is we're going to choose one winner at random that will be announced live at the end of the award ceremony. So you're going to have a little bit of time to get ready and log in and register. But just keep in mind, if you did register, don't leave us right away, because at the very end, we're going to announce that one winner. What the one winner will receive will be a goodie bag with Green Hope Project merch. And everybody's been fighting over toilet paper, so we'll probably throw a little bit of that in for you too. And so make sure you do subscribe. And so on this next screen, it shows you how to access the newsletter. And so that's how you're going to find out about upcoming events. If you subscribe to the newsletter as well, that is the one of the ones that we're going to maybe pull from on social media, or the newsletter subscriptions, and you could possibly be the winner of a giveaway today. So one more time, go to greenhopeproject.org. And then you click on Contact Us in the top, and that's where the subscription form will pop up for you. If you are interested in seeing all of the entries that we got, all 200 and I believe 46 entries, you go to the website and there's going to be a tab and it says galleries. Click on the tab that says Art 6 Feet Apart Gallery, and that's where you can see all the amazing entries that we received for this competition. As promised, Green Hope Project does have several events coming up. So some of what to look forward to, you know, as everybody knows, the struggles that have happened with the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of things got canceled. And so we're happy to announce that we do not want to cancel the Green Hope Project events. We would rather postpone. So please follow us on our newsletter so you can get more info about when these events will be rescheduled. And so one of the many things is that we wanted to have an environmental summit. To unite people who are concerned about environmental issues, share ideas, bring educators on board. The summit will continue at a later date with the keynote speaker being Michael Reynolds. He is the architect in the 70s who began to build these structures called earthships, and they are homes that are made out of recycled materials. So rather than these items ending up in landfills, the tires, the bottles, the aluminum cans, they all become interior portions of walls. And so they really believe in sustainable living, water harvesting and growing your own food, and so it's kind of interesting. Another thing that we would like to bring to you guys once everything kind of calms down with this pandemic is Bordalu II. He is a recycled art muralist, and so you've probably become accustomed to seeing murals just done with paint. He also incorporates recycled items rather than them ending up in landfills. The really interesting thing about him is that he drills these items into the walls and then he paints on top of them. And this is a part of his series called Trash Animals. And so Trash Animals is depicting the animals that are being directly harmed by pollution. And so we have been in contact with him. He is from Lisbon, Portugal, and he has agreed to come to El Paso and do a permanent installation mural for us. So stay tuned for that. We have a program that we'd like to initiate down the road called Precious Plastics, where we can build machines that takes all the plastics that you normally end up throwing away, those laundry detergent bottles or your water bottles, or just anything that is one-use plastic. What we do is we would grind those up by color, and then we can melt them down and extrude them with these different machines and turn them into brand new items. And so it's upcycling. And so then those items can then in turn be used for fundraisers or to sustain some smaller businesses. And so we would like to get this project off the ground. That is coming up soon as well. And then last but certainly not least, we always do our Trash to Treasure recycled art competition. So we just finished our one for 2020, and we had several Socorro ISD students place in that competition. So congratulations to everybody who entered. But the next one is right around the corner. So now's the time, start saving all that stuff that you would normally throw away and turn it into something beautiful. And so what you're seeing right now is the poster for the 2020 exhibition. We did have to go virtually with that one as well because of the pandemic, but on the right-hand side, you will see our Best of Show winner. From Romelo. And so this was a beautiful piece that he created. And so elementary, middle, high school, and adult categories, we're looking forward to seeing your entries next year. So follow us so you can get more details about that. We will have workshops coming up virtually. If you would like to be a part of that, online workshops, art, education, and environmentalism, go ahead and sign up for that. And as mentioned before, we've got Trash to Treasure 2021. We always do the Adopt a Highway cleanups. El Dorado High School and Socorro ISD has adopted a section of the highway off of Montana, and we are always looking for volunteers to help with that. Collaborations are always wanted, so if anybody out there would like to work with us, we are most definitely interested, and donations are always appreciated to keep the nonprofit going. So let's get into the meat of why you guys are here. First of all, Art 6 Feet Apart is a competition that was born out of the need to really have some sort of a creative outlet for everyone. And so as Mr. Martinez mentioned, we just thought, this is really so sad to not have an exhibition, to not have people's voices heard and their creativity expressed. more than any time I think that's needed. And so out of that came Art 6 Feet Apart. And so in a time when everybody's feeling kind of isolated, we want to make you feel that you are not alone in this, and that we are all in this together, and we're here for you, and just kind of catch a glimpse of what's going on in other people's lives. You are going to be pleasantly surprised that these photos are very uplifting, and it's just amazing to see how everybody is dealing with things during this time. Entries received and posted online. So every entry we received has been posted in the online gallery. So please visit it. It's 246 submissions, and that is incredibly amazing, especially with how quickly we got this out to kind of adjust to the times where we were living in, and we are living in, and to get hundreds of submissions, we were really, really pleased and impressed. Entries to be printed, framed, and hung at the SISD DSC. We have chosen the top 100, and the top 100 will go on display. Prizes given out. Initially, we were only going to give out a handful of first place, and the judges had such a difficult time that we ended up giving out 17. And so we have first, second, third, and it was too hard to not include some of the other ones, so we decided to give out honorable mentions. And so we actually did have just one adult category, and again, we got so many amazing pieces that we just couldn't choose one first, second, and third, so we did split the adult category into an employee section and a parent section, and so each one will be given their own awards. And then just one last reminder, we will have 2 giveaways. One will be for subscribing to the social media account, and we will announce that winner live. The second giveaway, at the very end, we're going to ask that you fill out a survey on the website to tell us if we did well and what you would like to see more of. For anybody that fills out that survey, we will randomly choose one of those people to contact after the award ceremony to give you your prize as well. On that note, we are so grateful, because we know how busy you are, that we're going to have opening remarks from Dr. Jose Espinosa, the superintendent of Socorro ISD. And just to have him here, we are honored, and he has been so impressed with everything that he's seen from you guys. So we're going to hear a couple words from him before we have the award ceremony. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Jose Espinosa.
Ms. Prince, we're having technical difficulties with Espinosa. He's trying to reconnect.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we will go ahead and go back here. As was mentioned before, just don't forget that if you want to subscribe to the social media accounts, the way you do that is you go to www.greenhopeproject.org. And in the top left corner, you're going to see a bunch of those little icons. So you can subscribe to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And then the second way that you could possibly win one of the prizes is to go on the right-hand side at the top. It's going to say contact us. When you click on that on the website, that is going to lead you to the newsletter form. And so when you fill that form out, that's going to be another way that we're going to randomly choose one of the winners. And then at the very end, like we said, there will be a survey on the website after this ceremony is over. And if you didn't win the subscription to the social media prize, stay tuned and do the survey at the end, and then we will get a hold of you. So if you subscribe to the social media, we will announce that live when we randomly choose one of the winners. If you do the online survey, we will be contacting you later. It won't be live, so you'll still have a shot to win. And the moment that you have all been waiting for, we have the Art 6 Feet Apart award ceremony. Remember, everybody is a winner. Like we said, we got so many incredibly amazing submissions, and we're so very proud of you guys. And thank you for sharing everything so openly with us. Some of the photos were extremely personal, and we appreciate you letting us into your world, because it was very emotional and moving. So to begin with, we have our SISD employee category. Honorable mention, like we said, it was just too hard to pick only a first, second, and third place. And so we decided to let the judges go ahead and have some honorable mentions because we agree this was very difficult. So in the employee category, honorable mention, they will receive a goodie bag with Green Hope Project merch and lovely, lovely toilet paper. Honorable mention goes to Olga Albanco for a piece called Working Mom. She actually works in the Library Services Department, and she has a piece that is dealing with what so many people can relate to right now, trying to work, trying to be a mom, and also trying to stay sane. So congratulations, Olga. Moving on to third place in the employee category, receiving a goodie bag and Green Hope Project merch. The winner is Laura Herrera for a piece entitled A Sister's Support. The judges commented on how breathtaking this piece was, just the composition. And just so you guys know, when the judges were judging, they were not only taking into account the composition and how everything looked, but also whether it captured the moment and the theme of the competition, which was life during COVID-19. So congratulations, Laura. This is an amazing piece. Second place in the employee category will receive a goodie bag and Green Hope Project merch as well. Second place winner goes to Andrea Chaparro for a piece entitled Reminders. Andrea is an art teacher at Pebble Hills High School, and the judges were just blown away by the colors, the composition, and how this really captured and highlighted what was going on right now. This piece is amazing, Andrea, so congratulations to you. And moving on to our first place winner. And so I hear we have Dr. Espinosa back on the line. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and give out this award and have our interview. And then we'll hear a couple words from Dr. Jose Espinosa before we move on to the parent category. So just hang tight. Our first place winner for employee category with a $100 gift card and Green Hope Project merch goes to Deborah Messer for a piece entitled End of Life. And the school that she's with is Vista del Sol Elementary. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen so that we could actually have a couple words with Deborah Messer right now. Deborah, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Hi, Deborah.
Sorry, I'm already getting emotional.
Oh, get emotional.
Hi.
Hi. Congratulations for being first place.
Hey, thank you. I know there were so many awesome pictures, so I'm very privileged. Thank you.
Oh, yes, and yours is one of them. So we are so happy to have you here with us right now. We actually have a couple questions for you if you're willing to answer some.
Of course.
Okay. So first of all, we were wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about this moving photo. So maybe you could share with us.
So the piece is called End of Life, and it's a picture that I took of my cell phone of my hand holding my dad's. During COVID-19 stay-at-home order, my dad was placed in the hospital for pneumonia, and he was a very active man all of his life. He suffered a heart attack working out at the gym about 4 years ago, and ever since then his life has never been the same. And so during COVID-19 stay at home, we couldn't see him at the hospital. So he got really, his health declined drastically. So he was able to finally come home. And so it was a blessing to be able to bring my dad home. He was in a nursing facility prior to that, so we couldn't visit him either. And so to have him under his roof and with his family, it was a blessing to us, when to most people this might have been a depressing time, but it was a blessing to be with him every minute, pretty much till the time that he passed on April 22nd.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
But like you said, and you know, I think what is really heartwarming too is that, you know, like we were talking about, people are going to see this picture and take away different things from it. But really, even reading the description, I love your last sentence. He lived a good life.
Yeah, he did. He was a great dad.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry. And I'm sure, I'm not the only one because, like we said, for you to share how personal this is with everybody. It's heartwarming though, because, it is sad, but it is also a very, very happy piece because there's so much love.
Yeah.
So thank you. The other question we wanted to ask you is, are you a photographer? Because I saw this and I thought this is a National Geographic piece, girl.
No, I've always just appreciated photography in general. I have a very artistic side to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always just, they say, when people leave you, all you're going to have left are the memories. And a lot of those memories you will have in pictures. And so I just have always held my dad's hand whenever I was with him, whether it was in church and he fell asleep, him and my mom holding hands. So I just felt like if I couldn't have his hand physically, that I would remember in a picture of what it would feel like to actually hold his hand still.
That's awesome. You are an amazing photographer.
Thank you.
You guys really captured that.
Thanks.
And then, the last question we have for you is, what made you willing or able to share something with us that was so personal and private? Did you feel that was important to be able to do that?
I did. When I saw the email sent out about this contest, it was the first picture that came to mind. I know we've all experienced so many different things during this COVID-19 time, but I wanted to share this with my students to let them know that even as teachers, we teach them about social emotional learning, and I wanted them to know that we as adults, we go through this too, but we keep moving on and we keep moving forward, and we do this through the help of our family and our friends, our coworkers. My VDS family was amazing during this time, so it meant a lot to me to share this photo and just appreciate the family and my dad's life and people that are in my life that helped me get through this difficult time.
Deborah, you are amazing. Thank you.
you.
And I'm so happy that you guys had that time with him, because that was important. So congratulations, wipe those tears away. First
Thank you.
prize winner, $100 gift card. And, everybody was so impressed with this piece. So I hope you're happy.
I am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations. And I just received word that we do have Dr. Jose Espinosa back with us. So we are going to let him say a couple words, because I know he is eager to tell you guys how proud he is of you.
Wow, that was a real cool story shared by Deborah. Thank you for sharing your story, Deborah. And also, obviously, it's an amazing piece. So thank you. And it was said earlier at the start, putting something like this together virtually, it is a challenge. So all the work that goes on behind the scene, I cannot thank Candace and the entire team, the board members. We heard a couple of board members from the Green Hope Project. Thank y'all so much for supporting this. Also, the Fine Arts Department, I saw Maca, I saw Armando, I think Janet Lynch, probably forgetting somebody else, but obviously Candace, thank you so much for helping our students. And I love at the DSC, which is Socorro ISD Central Office, it's a 2-story building for some of y'all who may not have gone there, when they decorate that building with all these beautiful fine arts pictures, and it just looks, the DSC just looks amazing. So I always look forward to that. But with the COVID-19, we have to do stuff like we're doing right now, these celebrations virtually. But we always remember that old saying, it's not the strong who can survive, it's the ones who can adapt to change. And obviously you guys, everyone has adapted to this and making sure that we're celebrated. So thank you so much, Candace, for having me, and congratulations. In my eyes, they're all winners. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Espinosa. We know you're very busy, but we appreciate this. And thank you for everything you're doing for the district.
Thank you. Thank you, Candace.
Thank you. We are going to go ahead and move on to our next category. And so as I did the interview with the amazing Deborah, we're going to have Mr. Jones do the interview with the winner of this category, but let's go ahead and see all the finalists. Parent category, as we said, we had to give some honorable mentions. It was just too hard not to. The winner for this honorable mention will receive a goodie bag for Green Hope Project merch. And by the way, winners, we will get a hold of you so that we can figure out how to drop off your goodie bags. So don't panic, we will contact you after the event. All right, we have Claudia Sestaita for a piece entitled Tito and Tita. And so Claudia is from Purple Heart Elementary, and she has this cute, cute piece about Julissa and Karen with her grandparents. And so, as we said, we judged based on the quality of the photo in addition to whether it met the theme of the art competition. And so she definitely captured this. This is such a cute piece. Congratulations, Claudia. Moving on to our third place winner in the parent category, receiving a goodie bag and Green Hope Project merch, we have Martha Walker for Waiting for the End of COVID-19. And so, Martha, this piece looks like it could be in a magazine. This is amazing. And so this piece is of her girls. And so as you can see in the description, she's talking about how they're so sad to not be able to go back to school. You see their little backpack there. And so this piece really captures it. I hope they're happier right now, Martha, but this moment was really, really cool. So congratulations, Martha, in third place. Moving on, we have our second place winner, Ebony Gamboa, for a piece entitled Masks. And so Ebony is a teacher as well as a parent for SISD. So thank you for everything you do. In talking to her, she was expressing how I think she made over 150 or more of these masks because she works with theater, and so she's very talented with her hands, obviously. And I don't know if you noticed, but if you look closely, you can see that Band-Aid on her finger that says 2020. And she ended up distributing, I think, all the masks she made for free just to help out the community. So thank you so much, Ebony, and congratulations on your second place. This is a very, very good photo. And the moment you have been waiting for, we have our first place winner in the parent category. The first place winner will receive a $100 gift card and Green Hope Project merch. And our winner is Jaime Labrado for a piece entitled, I Can't Stay Home, I'm Essential. So obviously Jaime has a child who is in SISD in the school system here. And rather than me tell you about his piece, I'm going to turn it over to Maka and Jaime so that we can get a little bit more insight about this first piece.
Hey, how you doing today, Jaime?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Maka. Thank you very much.
So let me say congratulations to you on winning first place on this. And I also want to tell you, we never open up a parent category. We always do for our students, and every once in a while we'll open up an employee category, but you actually are the first winner that we've had of a parent category in any of our art shows. So I want to give you some kudos for that as well. So congratulations to you. I have to ask you, I mean, looking at that picture, I could see that you are in the medical profession. You're wearing that protective gear. I want to say to you, I want to thank you for your service and being out there on the front lines fighting this virus. I know that it may be hard on you and hard on your family having to be exposed like that. So, thank you for that.
Well, thank you very much. You know, there's a lot of essential workers out there that are behind the scenes, even behind us. You know, EVS workers, respiratory techs, lab, besides the nurses and the doctors. And, you know, I think we're all feeling the same, you know, we have the same feelings right now. You know, everything, it's uncertain times. We don't know what's going to happen, but we got to continue. We got to go to work, and, you know, hopefully we'll fight this thing together. So.
Amen to that. We definitely want to see this thing come to an end so we can get back to our normal lives that we once knew. So I have to ask you, you know, if you can tell us a little bit about the photo, what exactly is going on here, and what did you want the viewers to get from your photograph?
Yeah, the photo actually, after Easter on the 13th is when they reduced all of our hours at the hospital. That was it was like the biggest time during the pandemic where nobody, you know, all the hours came down, the patients came down, all the census was going down. So we were unsure whether or not we were going to continue they started laying off, or I shouldn't say lay off, but they started cutting hours on non-essential workers besides nurses and doctors. So techs, EMTs like myself, other workers that shouldn't, or trying to protect them from getting the virus. They let us stay at home for a little while. So I stayed home for a couple of weeks, then started getting my hours back. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the emergency room. It was other places where they were just trying to get us hours wherever we could. And I was able to get some hours doing COVID testing at one of the warehouses here at the airport for the Department of Health Services. And that photo that you see, I just happened to take it on the third day when my daughter was asking me, "Are you coming home yet?" And I said, "No, not yet." And I just happened to take a picture of what, I didn't know if she knew exactly what I was doing, but I just wanted her to capture a little bit, and say, "Hey, this is the reason why I can't go home yet." It's not just, I'm not just going to work just to go to work. And I want you guys to understand that there's a reason why we have to, be safe, and we have to stay apart, and we can't see our friends. And that, these are trying times right now that we just have to be really, really safe about things. And it's a scary time. So I just snapped the picture, gave it to her, or sent it to them. I got home, and that's when they told me that there was a competition going on, or for an exhibit going on. And it was the last day that day, actually. So I just ended up, that's the only picture I had. I hadn't taken any other pictures. So I went ahead and sent that in, and, just wanted to show and express, what I feel with my girls every day when I go to work. And that's, sad to be apart from them, but sometimes it's necessary to do so.
Totally understand that. And Jaime, I want to say, thank you for entering this photograph, because we really appreciate it. This is one of the ones that I saw, and it captured my attention just pretty much because what you're wearing. And that's what I think about. I think about, people in hospitals, EMTs, that are basically exposed to this thing. And I also want to say this, I know you weren't working, but now you are. I mean, what are your hours like now? I'm just curious about that.
My hours are still the same. I work 12-hour shifts. During that slow period, I was, taking in a few hours here, a few hours there, wherever we can handle it now. But now that the census is coming back up, everything's opening up, unfortunately, and we're having a lot. The census is going up higher, so I'm doing 12-hour shifts now. I'm working about 48 hours a week. I work nights. We still aren't going back to the emergency room yet, but we are doing, I'm part of the screening now. So I screen the patients, doctors, nurses as they come into the facility, make sure that they're safe, make sure that we protect the staff that's on, as well as the patients that are in the hospital now. And we don't want, to contaminate anybody else. We're trying to keep everything down. So our hours are really spiking up right now. Well, thank God.
Whew, man. Well, how's your family taking that, you being away so long?
I hope they're a little sad. I think sometimes with mom and dad being home for so long with them, sometimes they need a break too. So, but yeah, we get sad, and we just have to continue. And I think they're a little used to me going to work, but when they know that I have to go to work, then they understand why, and they know, and they support me, and I have all the support from my family, and they love me, and I love them very much. So, yeah, we get through it.
And well, I'll tell you what, I know they appreciate you, and we definitely appreciate everything that you're doing right now. Please be safe, be careful, and congratulations once again, Jaime. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Jaime. So just to remind you, before we start our high school awards, this is how you can subscribe to our newsletter. So that you can get registered to win one of the giveaways that we are going to announce at the end. So do make sure that you log into greenhopeproject.org and sign up for the newsletter. Moving on to our high school division, and this one was very, very difficult. We got a lot of good submissions. And so, as said, we decided to give another honorable mention. So our first honorable mention goes to Omar Ramirez Corchado for a piece entitled Stay Alive. This student is from El Dorado High School. Man, this is just cool. The composition, the lighting, I mean, just everything was done so well. And so this really took some time to kind of put together, I'm sure. But this just really struck the judges. And so congratulations to Omar. This is a really, really cool piece. All right, third place winner for the high school division goes to Akina Furuichi with a piece entitled Quarantine. And again, look at this, El Dorado High School. Talk about a piece capturing the times. My heart goes out to all the seniors who were going to have graduation. I know that this has been difficult for everybody for so many reasons, but we are so sad for our seniors. But luckily, all the schools across the city and within Socorro ISD are doing amazing things to honor and recognize these seniors. So I hope that you do feel special because you are not forgotten. We are so, so proud of you. I mean, if anything, you're never going to forget your senior year. But this piece kind of captured all that. So congratulations, Akina. Our second place winner for high school category goes to Paulina Loya with a piece entitled 18th Birthday. The student is from Pebble Hills High School. And I think, you know, Paulina, I feel you, girl. I had my birthday in quarantine as well. It was a really good one, but it's a really strange experience. But it looks like your family went all out for you and tried to make it special. So we hope you had a great 18th birthday, and we hope that you are excited that you are one of our winners. This piece is awesome. Congratulations, Paulina. And for our high school winner, first place goes to $75 gift card to Derek Gomez with a piece entitled Window Pane. And pay attention, pain is spelled P-A-I-N. The student is from Eastlake High School. And we are so lucky to actually have Derek with us. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to a different view so that we can have a couple words with Derek. Are you with us, Derek?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Derek, congratulations. First place.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Good. I'm so glad you entered. We do have a couple questions for you. And one of them, the first one that a lot of people have asked, who is in this picture?
The person in the picture is actually my little sister, Valeria. And I specifically chose her because just like other kids, I'm sure she wants to be outside. She wants to be playing with her friends. And unfortunately, she can't due to the current events. So that's why I chose her.
Aw, she's so cute, but she looks so sad. For this picture, did you intentionally take it for the pandemic, or was it something you had already had?
It was intentional for the pandemic.
At that point, how long has she been locked up inside the house?
Man, I think it was 2 months or 1 month.
Aww.
1 month and a half.
And then another question, we were wondering, rather than have it in color, you chose to have it in black and white. Why did you do that?
I decided to make it black and white because I wanted the audience to focus on the image as a whole. And rather than to have color and emphasize some points, I wanted to focus on the whole image. And I think the black and white really, it adds more contrast and value as well.
It definitely does. You can tell you're an art student because you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that you have that reflection in there too. It's really, really interesting piece. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. So again, congratulations to all of our winners in this category. Derek Gomez for a piece entitled Window Pane. All right, guys, we are moving on to the middle school category. For our honorable mention in the middle school category, we have Crystal Macias, a piece entitled Nature Trade. School is Captain Walter E. Clark. And the judges, I remember talking to them, and they were super impressed with this kind of double meaning and the symbolism within the piece. And so if you read the description, it talks about how this represents captive animals and humans. They're trading places right now. And so we're kind of getting a little taste of what it's like to be locked up. I don't know whether it was intentional or not, but the shadow behind the person in the picture almost looks like cages, like a cage, the bars from a cage. So congratulations, Crystal. The judges really, really like this piece. In the middle school category, it was too hard to give one honorable mention, so we decided to also include a second one. So this one is Kaya Romo de Vivar for a piece entitled What It's Like for Me in Isolation. This is so cool. So as you read the description, they're talking about some of the things that they like to do since they can't go outside. Obviously, we got a musician on our hands. So too bad we can't hear this, but we can imagine how amazing of a musician you are. And we obviously can see how great of an artist you are. So congratulations. Moving on to our third place winner in the middle school category. We have Marisol Esparza with a piece called United We Stand. Now, this one is super cool. Some of you guys at first sight, maybe you can't identify what this is, but if you look a little closer, this is actually a view looking through the peephole of a door. And so when you go to the website and you check all the pieces out and you get to this one, you zoom in and you can actually see pretty closely the people on the other end of the door. And so this piece is really, really cool, the perspective of it. And so not only is it visually impressive, but also the description is really heartwarming. And so it talks about unity. And so thank you so much, Marisol. Congratulations. For our second place winner in the middle school category, we have Elizabeth Cruz. This was a favorite of so many people that I have spoken with. This is The Last COVID Supper, and the school is Sunridge. This is so cool. I don't know how long it took this family to do this, but I think it's just so amazing that everybody got involved. This is a really, really cool piece. Elizabeth, congratulations on getting second place. And for our first place winner in the middle school category, they will receive a $50 gift card. We have, drum roll, Andrea Moreno, a piece entitled Life During a Pandemic. And so the school is Sean Inser. And actually, we do have Andrea with us. I'm going to turn this screen over to Mr. Jones.
How you doing, Andrea?
Good, thank you.
All right, so congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I do want to say that Enser Middle School is near and dear to my heart because I opened that school many years ago. I'm not going to say how long ago, but anyways, that long ago. So I was the first art teacher there. So I'm assuming you're in art?
Yes,
Who's your teacher? You have Miss Mendoza or Miss Ariano?
Miss Ariano.
All right, so I'm sure she's watching right now. She's really proud of you. You want to give her a shout out?
Hi, Miss Ariano. Thank you for everything.
There you go. There you go. Got to give the art teacher respect. So, Andrea, I have to ask you, I love this photo, and I need to know, who is this? Who's in this photo? She looks very
That's my
scared.
little sister, Ambar.
Is she with you right now?
No, she's not with me right now.
No? Okay. All right. So, I have to ask you, I'm looking at it. How did you put this together? I see all the hands. Are these several people? How did you do this?
I took like individual pictures of my hand and then I edited it on to like one picture.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. I like that. All right, so I have to ask, is this something that you do as a hobby? Like you've been taking photographs for a long time like this and manipulating it?
Yes, I really like to take pictures and then edit them. It's one of my hobbies. I really like art.
All right, well, keep it up. So next year, I know you're going off somewhere else because you are an 8th grader, correct?
Yes,
So where are you going to school next year?
Mission.
Mission. All right. So be sure to keep up with your art skills because you definitely have talent. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Andrea. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how long it took her to edit that. That's good. All right, so one last reminder, if you have not signed up for our newsletter on the Green Hope Project website, go ahead and do so. This is your last opportunity to get your name in for the drawing that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a giveaway pretty soon. So get your name in, and we have somebody on the other end who is getting the list of names, and they're gonna randomly choose someone and announce that winner live. For our final category, we have elementary. Definitely not least, because man, when we saw these, we were blown away. The initial submissions that we got, we actually thought they were high school, middle school, adults. So these elementary photos are incredible. So let's have a look. For the elementary category, honorable mention, Sofia Gutierrez, for a piece called Times Like These. The school is Myrtle Cooper. This is so well framed and cropped, the composition. I hope Sophia continues on with art because this is really cool. And so as you can see, she's talking about this is the first time that her dad had filled up the gas tank in several weeks, and it was just such an odd sight to see him with a face mask on, and that's kind of when they realized times have changed. Congratulations, Sophia. We will get a hold of you so we know how to get you your goodie bag. Third place in the elementary category goes to Darren Chavez, a piece entitled My Life in Times of COVID-19. Darren attends Mission Ridge, and it took the judges a little while and even myself to kind of figure out what was going on, but the longer we looked at this, the cooler and cooler we realized this piece was. And so he says, this is a picture of me and my friend. And so Darren, I'm assuming, is dressed up. It looks like maybe Darth Vader, and Darth Vader has a face mask on, and then he's got his stuffed animal with a face mask on as well. This is sad and cute and funny all at the same time, but we are so happy that you entered, Darren. Congratulations on getting third place. Our second place winner for elementary goes to Isabella Salas for a piece entitled Baking with Bella. This is so incredibly cute. Isabella goes to Loma Verde, and it's really cool because as we heard from Deborah about how COVID-19, although it's been really difficult, it has created some opportunities for people to have some joy and some moments that are greatly needed. And so Isabella's talking about how she's been able to spend more time with her mom and do cooking and recipes. So Isabella, this is so cool. It's a great picture. Congratulations. And then our elementary first place winner, $25 gift card and Green Hope Project merch, goes to Vivian Esparza with a piece called Living in a Shell of Protection. Vivian attends Horizon Heights, and this is really cool. We actually do have Vivian with us right now, so I'm going to stop screen sharing. Hi, congratulations, you got first place. Did you know you were going to get first place?
Not really.
No? Oh, congratulations. Well, the first thing I want to ask you, I'm looking at this piece and I see your cute turtle. I'm assuming this is your pet, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is your pet's name?
It's Butters.
Butters? Who came up with that name?
My Aunt Christy.
Oh, how cute.
She's the one that gave us a pet.
She what?
She gave us a pet.
Aw. How long have you had Butters?
13 years.
Holy cow, he's old. Is he older than you?
Yes.
So you know how everything's been kind of weird where we can't go outside and can't do anything?
Yes.
We're doing that because we need to feel protected, right? Do you kind of feel like your turtle sometimes with his shell protecting him? Do you feel like staying home is protecting you? Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Aw. Since you've been staying home, have you been having fun? Are you bored? What's been going on with you?
Well, we've been having fun because with the turtle, we've been having fun with the turtle. by feeding him, playing with him, having fun, like going on adventures with him, going outside swimming. And I've been having
good.
And I've also been have fun staying with more time with my family, spending more time.
Aw, that's great. So you've been doing pretty good, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. Do you want to tell us anything else about the picture?
Well, since like the turtle has a shell, that shell was like our home. That's what the picture, that's why we took the picture.
Awesome. So it's got some meaning behind it, right?
Yes.
Good job, Vivian. This is awesome. Again, I hope you continue doing photography because you're really, really good at it.
Thank you.
Oh, congratulations. So maybe you're wondering, did your photo get into the top 100? This was a very, very difficult decision for our judges. And so here is a glimpse of the top 100 pieces. If I go too quickly with the slideshow and you miss it and you're trying to search for yours, just know that on the website, we have actually set up the top 100 so you can see who's in the top 100. So just a reminder, what this means is that these pieces will be printed and framed at no cost to the artist. The Socorro ISD Fine Arts Department will take care of this, so they would be printed and framed. And these top 100 pieces will be on display at the District Service Center for Socorro ISD. So like I said, if I change the screen too quickly, you can go to our website and you will see the list of the top 100. Now, this is not to say that all the ones we got weren't amazing. This was really, really hard. And so this was a really difficult decision for the judges. So congratulations to every single person that entered. We were so impressed with your pieces. Thank you again. And actually, Darlene, I'm about to turn it over to her. Hopefully you had enough time to go ahead and sign up for the giveaway. The way you did that was you either subscribed to us on social media or you signed up for the newsletter. And so what this person will win will be a Green Hope Project merch bag, including toilet paper, yay! Although I think it's starting to get back in the stores again, thank God. So Darlene, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I don't know if you're ready, but do you have our winner?
Yes. Before I do announce that though, I want to thank everyone on our chat. Y'all have like great positive things to say and it's really nice. I mean, I'm watching the live feed and I'm like, everybody's just has very good things to say. It makes us feel good. Another thing too, keep in mind that we have about over 20 subscribers right now. So that's really good. And so keep it coming because we will have something at the end, another prize, okay? So far, the winner for right now is a person that subscribed to our newsletter by the name of Hillary Marquez. Hillary Marquez. We have your information and we're gonna contact you to deliver your goodie bag.
Congratulations, Hillary. I'm so glad that you signed up, so thank you. And as Darlene mentioned, we will have one more giveaway. At the very end, when all this event is over, there will be a link on our website that you can click on and I'll show you how to get there. Where you can take a survey and give us feedback. We feel like we don't get better unless we get feedback, so we're always looking to improve. So please fill that out for us and we'll choose one lucky winner from that as well to get a hold of after the event, and we'll give you a goodie bag as well. On that note, take our survey for another chance to win a giveaway. So if you give us feedback, there is a link there. So when you go to greenhopeproject.org, please give us your feedback. There'll be a couple places it looks like you can go ahead and click on that. There's a green button at the bottom. And so we'll choose one more winner from that survey at the very end of this. So we'll give you, maybe an hour to fill out the survey, and then we're going to randomly choose someone and get a hold of you. And we will also announce that winner on our social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So make sure you sign up for those to check and see if you are the winner, if you're wondering. Again, if you would like to see the full gallery of all the entries, go to the website and click on the link that says Galleries, and then go down to the tab that says 6 Feet Apart Gallery. And that's where you can see all 246 entries that we received. A special thank you goes out to Dr. Jose Espinosa, SISD Fine Arts, Surrealistic Productions, Zoom Studio Design, Darlene Aguirre, Zulema Macias, Leonor Sosa, Veronica Carbajal, Helen Dorian. She donated some wonderful prizes that are going to go in the goodie bags, and Benny Pohl for helping us out. So without all these individuals, this would not have been possible. So thank you. And thank you to every single one of you that entered. I know times are hard, but hopefully they're getting better, and just know that we are all in this together and you are not alone, and we appreciate you. And so that pretty much concludes our ceremony. Thank you so much. I think the last thing we want to do here is have a group photo with all of our winners that are on the line. Now we can actually unmute everybody if you want to be silly, if you want to be loud, if you want to get your turtle in the picture, if you want to get your family in the picture. So if you are muted and you want to be unmuted, go ahead and click that off. We'll give you a moment to get your family in the shots. We'll give you a moment. Oh, there's the turtle. Cool, cool, cool.
I've got my talking stick so I can talk now.
Awesome. So if you guys want to unmute, you can. We're taking video recording, and we are also doing a still picture. So I think Zulema, you're the one who's going to take the picture, right? Okay, so I think
pictures.
we
Ready?
should.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Wait, I have 2 more coming.
Okay.
Bend down.
1, 2, 3, stinky cheese. All right.
Thank you, everybody, again. Congratulations. As we said, we will get a hold of all the winners. And honestly, all of them are amazing. So go check them out on the website. We love you. Stay strong. We are here for you, and we appreciate it. Thank you from SISD Fine Arts, and thank you so much, Green Hope Project, and everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Candace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.